Hi, my name is Barrie Crampton. Welcome to another episode of Not the Evangelist News. And today I've got some great news for you. Here we go. Article, well, it's been all over the place, to be honest. This is AM Online. Rapid advances in EV battery tech driving lifespan to rival ICE equivalents, by Amy Turner. Electric vehicles, EV, are demonstrating rapid improvement in reliability, with a 12% lower likelihood of failure for each successive year of production, according to new research by a multinational team of researchers. And now I'd like to know who that is. Let's just see if it actually tells you who it is. The closing longevity gap between battery electric vehicles and internal combustion vehicles in Great Britain. Maine. Who is it? I'll try and remember to put a link into this. There are also two relevant previous studies in this regard. First assumes a common life mileage of 130,000 to compare the emission cost and cost of 44 hybrid and plug-in hybrid vehicle models in the United States. Second, a recent study commissioned by UK Department of Transport to assess the environmental impact. A wide range of hybrid and electric vehicles in the United Kingdom assumes that all vehicles stay on the road for 200,000 kilometres, around 124,000 or 14 years. However, the estimates from REFs are based on restrictive assumptions owing to the difficulty of assessing data on scrappage rates by powertrain. Our study relates. Who are you? Who are you? You look at this study. Oh, I mean, just look at this. The team, which has published its findings in Nature, analysed nearly 300 million UK Ministry of Transport MOT test records. 300 million. There's only been, what, just over 1 million EVs on the road, but they've analysed nearly 300 million. Documenting the health of vehicles on Britain's road between 2005 and 2022. The extensive data set enabled the team to estimate vehicle longevity, and provided a comprehensive comparison of survival rates across different powertrains, including internal combustion engine vehicles and battery electric vehicles. The study revealed that while early battery electric vehicles were less reliable than their ICE counterparts, rapid advances in battery technology, manufacturing processes and vehicle design have dramatically improved the reliability of newer BEVs, allowing them to achieve comparable and in some cases superior lifespans. If the trends estimated in this study persist, the total cost of ownership, TCO and environmental advantages of upcoming BEV models could far exceed previous estimations, said the team. So let me just get this straight then. So the total cost of ownership could far exceed previous estimations. So it's going up, is it? Yeah? However, battery longevity remains a key consideration. Lithium-ion batteries dominate current EV technology, with warranties typically covering 8 years or 100,000 miles. While Tesla asserts its batteries are designed to outlast the vehicle, while Nissan reports that nearly all batteries it produced over the past 12 years remain in use, the team insists that to fully realise the benefits of a longer BEV lifespan, replacement batteries must be affordable relative to the residual value of BEVs without their original batteries. They warn that if battery replacement costs do not fall quickly enough, owners may choose to prematurely write off their BEVs, which could skew the comparison of BEV longevity against ICE vehicles and lead to the emergencies of EV graveyards. In China, where EVs are abandoned before reaching the end of their mechanical lifespan due to the failure of new car manufacturers. To address these issues, the team recommend robust regulation and the development of a circular economy for batteries. Now, let me just tell you, quite a few years ago, great cars, Vauxhall Vectras, they got to a certain price, plenty of life in the engine, plenty of life in the car, they drove absolutely fantastic. Get to £2,000, or about £2,000 retail. Well, no, in fact, I'll go further than that. You get to £3,000 retail. If the Vectra needed a clutch, it was a write-off, assuming the garage had given £2,000 for it. A dual mass flywheel and clutch was about £1,000. It just wasn't worth doing. So it got to a point where a good car with a Duff clutch was a write-off. It was an economic write-off. How much do you think an EV will have to get to before it's a write-off if the battery's gone? You know, Vauxhall Vectra was £2,000 to £3,000. What's an EV going to be? £15,000? What's it going to be? I don't know. You tell me. All rubbish. Whoever's written that article, rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Now let's just say so they've analysed nearly 300 million vehicles. Let's go to Autotrader. Autotrader, electric. What did they say there? How old did they say it would be? So while Nissan reports that nearly all batteries it produced over the past 12 years remain in use, we'll go to year up to 2013. Search electric vehicles. There's 45 electric vehicles for sale on Autotrader that are 12 years old. 45. Let's see how many petrols there are. $46,734. Diesels, 23,829. Even hybrids, 1,237. So again, it's another survey of nothing meaningful. If there's only just over 1 million EVs on the road, what is the point of comparing it with 299 million petrol and diesels? What's the point? You know, apples and oranges. I absolutely despair. Everything you see about an EV is rubbish. It's garbage, it's crap. Anybody with a brain can just rip the argument to shreds. You know, you can just rip the argument to shreds. Let's half of these are flipping adverts anyway. I mean, that one, look at that one. You can get private seller here. Electric cars. Nissan Leaf, fair price, 3,200 quid. There's a registration showing, we'll have a look at that. VN62SPZ. Continue. That's, I promise you, not cherry picking. I've just gone straight into the first one I saw, the first one that took my eye. 14,676 miles. Of course, regenerative brakes. Oh, great, they save you on this, they save you on this, they save you, you know, it generates energy, saves you a fortune. Both front discs corroded on inside faces at 14,676 miles. Next MOT. This is when it was 3 years old. You know, it's not now. This is when it was 3 years old. 24th of October 2016, 20,447 miles. Near side front tyres worn close to the legal limit, 20,000 miles tyres. Offside front tyre worn close to legal limit on. Don't forget, EV tyres, they last you a lot longer than ICE cars. Front brake discs corroded on in the face. Anyway, they must have had them fixed then. Then 44,000 miles, near side front suspension arm pin or bush worn but not resulting in excessive movement. 49,000 miles, EV brake discs. It's not unusual, according to Quentin Wilson and some people who repair EVs for a living, not unusual for EV brakes because of regenerative braking to last 100,000 miles. It's not unusual to see an EV with 100,000 miles on the clock, still with the original equipment, manufacturer's brake pads and discs on the vehicle. 49,822 miles, near side rear brake pads wearing thin, offside rear brake pad wearing thin. 53,000 miles, near side rear service brake excessively binding, offside rear service brake excessively binding. So that's dragging, basically. You're dragging your back wheels, more wear, more tyre particulates, more brake pollution, more iron oxide coming off your rear discs, and you're not going as far because it's like dragging another ton or something. It's like having another 5 passengers. You're fighting against your rear brakes. So, next one. Offside front tyre wearing slightly on outer and inner edge. Offside rear brake pads wearing thin. Strong advisory. Even though they fixed his near side rear service brake, he didn't have the pads done. That's EV drivers for you all over. Then we get further up. October 2024, off 69,000 mile, offside track rod end ball joint has excessive play, near side front anti-roll bar linkage ball joint excessively worn, near side rear suspension component mounting prescribed area excessively corroded, significantly reducing structural strength outer sill area, both front tyres wearing slightly on inner edge. Now let me just say, who's retweeted this? Let me just say, did I see something before? Here we go. Dr. Andy Palmer. Researchers have estimated that an electric car will have a lifespan of 18.4 years compared with 18.7 years for petrol cars and 16.8 years for diesels. I would expect EV's life to get better as battery technology matures. I'm sure he means matures, I'm always doing that. Dr. Andy Palmer. So this article is in The Guardian. Can I see that? Yes, accept. International research team based findings on 300 million records from MOT cars. Right, well, hang on, let's just have a look. Well, there's a very famous Nissan Leaf that's on all the, used to be on all the magazines and it loads of pictures on the internet. Nissan Leaf, offside front suspension arm ball joint, likely to become detached. Front brake pads less than 1.5 millimeters thick. Offside front brake pads less than 1.5 millimeters thick. Parking brake efficiency less than 50% of the required value. Electronic parking brake control inoperative. Offside front anti-roll bar linkage ball joint excessively worn. Monitor and repair. Front brake disc worn, pitted or scored but not seriously weakened. Rear brake disc worn, pitted or scored but not seriously weakened. Near side front outer tyre wall cracking. Offside front outer wall tyre cracking. Near side rear outer tyre wall cracking. Offside front outer tyre wall cracking. Near side rear outer tyre wall cracking. Offside rear outer tyre wall cracking. Front brake disc worn, pitted or scored. You know, didn't even get them done. Left the tyres cracking. Rear brake pads less than 1.5 millimeter thick. Offside front tyres, ply cords exposed. Offside front tyre has ply or cords exposed. Offside rear tyre has ply or cords exposed. Offside track rod end ball joint has excessive play. Near side front lower suspension arm ball joint excessively worn. Near side rear tyre slightly damaged. cracking or perishing in very poor condition. Near side front tyre, worn close to the legal limit, worn on edge. 37,000 miles. Did they check that? Did they check the godfather of EVs? EV? Who knows? Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.